fantasy starting five?
It's a tough decision for the three, KD or Bron. First thing my teammate said is, man, look at your phone. I looked at it. Notifications were going crazy from the dunk.
Shouldn't a point guard go first in the NBA draft? I'm back on the road, and this time I'm stopping in Florida to meet Ja Morant. This point guard from Murray State has made a ton of noise in college basketball, both on and off the court. And with the draft approaching, he lets us in on how he's preparing for the NBA.
Rocking the cradle and creating for Shaq. Too much Ja for Marquette early.
All right, Ja Morant, you went from being barely recruited to a potential top 3 draft pick. So when was the moment that you said, hey, I'm famous now?
The Alabama game. We came up short, but I think I finished with like 38 and had a dunk that went viral.
Here Morant, 12 seconds. Wow!
Getting on the bus after the game, first thing my teammate said is, man, look at your phone. And I looked at it. Notifications were going crazy from the dunk.
36 points he's showing off tonight.
Now, I know after your NCAA tournament win, you gained about 100,000 followers on Instagram, right? How did that feel?
It felt good, but honestly, I think the win, first time getting the win, it felt great.
But of those follows, which were the coolest?
I probably have to say the players in the NBA, Kevin Durant, Luka, Paul George. One that probably stand out right now is Allen Iverson, somebody that I kind of grew up watching, looking at. He followed me and DM'd me.
Allen Iverson DM'd you?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He was just like, just keep working and basically telling me that I was very talented.
Well, I have another message for you. I told CJ McCollum that I was going to be interviewing you, and he sent a video for me to show you. Ready?
What up, Taylor? I heard you got one of the mid-major killers coming in town this week. I wish you nothing but the best at the next level. Understand that you have a responsibility coming from a mid-major program, man. Be a monster, be a killer, be a savage. Don't lose your chip. You know, how you play will affect the next job. It will affect the next CJ. It will affect the next thing, the next step. So keep that pipeline open. Wish you nothing but success, except for when you play against us.
But so he talks about just this responsibility that you now have making it from a mid-major. Is that how you feel that the way that you play is going to be the way we perceive mid-major players coming forward?
Yeah, I think those guys, CJ, Dame, and Steph, kind of opened it up for some other mid-major players, and most of them probably have the same story, falling under the radar and end up blowing up late, and now everybody's like, who is this guy? And all 3 of those guys now is big-time players in the NBA, and hopefully when I get there, I can be one of those players.
With the draft coming up, lots of decisions to be made with your suit. What kind of statement do you want to make with what you wear on draft night?
I'm a fashion guy. I like dressing. I love shoes, so I'm going to be different.
Okay, since you're a fashion guy, I'll show you some suits. You give me your thoughts. You grade the suit. LeBron.
Come on, Bron. I don't know what color that is, honestly. And then the fit is just, like, my wrist probably can fit in there, too. That's got to go with a C.
Only a C?
Yeah, because it's Bron.
Damian Lillard.
I just like how he throw it off a little bit, have the different colors, but it all in sync together. That's an A to me right there.
All right, Steph.
Ah.
That's a yikes.
Yeah, I don't know about the color. The fit a little big, too, because I know his leg's not that big. But, again, it's Steph, so he get a C.
He gets a C?
Yeah.
Trae Young.
It's different. I think he should have pulled it up a little bit, like it looked like Capri's almost. He get a C+.
And what do you think of the They Will Know Your Name in the jacket?
That's tough. It's basically like he trying to prove himself.
If there was a message that you could put in a suit, what would your message be?
Beneath no one, that's what my mom always told me. I probably would have to add train to go to. That, like, basically I was built for this moment.
So beneath no one and train to go.
Yeah.
I like it. Seatbelts. This is actually smooth.
Yeah, I ain't know this. This a little faster, too.
You're working out at this world-class facility
Yeah.
In a couple weeks, you'll be an NBA player. Like, I feel like you're just like, yeah, cool.
Nah, this right here is crazy. IMG, me being able to work out here with all the stuff they have, almost been to the NBAs.
So what's your goal while you're training here at the IMG Academy?
I'd say the biggest is probably getting stronger. The physicality in the NBA is different than college. And also probably conditioning. Obviously, I'll probably be playing 50+ more games than I did in college just to be in the best shape I can be for those 82 games.
You also do some yoga here.
Yeah.
Have you benefited from the zen of yoga?
Yeah, my body was a little tight. And we actually did yoga a little bit before the season at Murray, and I was struggling. And since I've been here, I've been doing yoga once a week, and I feel like my body is getting better and more flexible.
What's the best pose that you do?
Just laying down the end when you gotta relax and go to sleep.
That's when you excel.
Yeah, everything else hurt.
I know you said you haven't golfed yet, but you said you wanted to golf. Why golf? And are you gonna be bad?
I'm pretty sure I will be bad.
You were so confident too. I was ready. I know. It just went so far we can't see it.
Okay. No, do you
messed me
No,
up.
do you
You messed me up. You messed me up.
I'm helping you out.
Right. Because I was a PGA champ before you stepped in.
Nice, Taylor. Nice.
All
Nice.
right, Doc. Boom.
Nice.
I missed a couple shots, but I hit the golf ball.
I wanted to. No one's touching his. That's
All
what
right.
you should be able to. You're athletic. You should be able to hit the ball.
You got it. You got it this time.
Don't worry about it. I didn't knock it out the park.
That was good, though.
All right, look where my ball at, man.
Baby steps.
The tournament's 2 leading scorers. Puts it home. It's a jaw jam.
It's just crazy to me that you were able to really slip through the cracks of every school. How does that happen?
A question I asked myself around those times, it was rough. It was times where I was thinking about just quitting. It was like, what I gotta do. Like I felt like I proved myself against some of the top teams, top players, and still nobody offered me.
And how did you convince yourself to keep going?
I think it was more of my parents. I mean, once you get down and start questioning yourself, it's hard to get back. And my parents just told me to just keep working. It ended up paying off. So.
But if you could just tell your parents something about helping you with your journey, what would it be?
I love them. I don't think I can thank them enough. The negative things my dad would say, my mom yelling at him for the negative things he say.
How did that tough love from your dad help you?
He probably would call me overrated, say I haven't done anything yet. I think I finally understood like what he was doing because he really prepared me for what was gonna happen. Like mainly a lot this year. Obviously, my name blew up, so every away game, the fans yelling overrated.
I heard that. My dad told me that.
Yeah, like it doesn't bother me. If I can take it from my dad, I can take it from anybody.
Game's still not over because you hit it. Game's still on the line. Let me see your form before you hit it.
I don't even know.
I know, because I'm like,
I
it's
still
mine.
don't feel like I'm holding the thing.
I'm gonna move, actually.
You got this.
Good job. So I'm gonna let you play some fantasy basketball right now. If you could pick any players in the league, current players, including yourself, who's on your team?
Well, I have to go with me first, point guard. I like Paul George to be my 2. He also plays defense. It's a tough decision for the 3. I don't know if I'll pick KD or Bron. Probably KD, because Bron, he can make plays, but I feel like I can be that facilitator for this team. For the 4, I'm gonna have to go with Greek Freak.
Okay, this is a squad, okay.
For my 5, AD, Anthony Davis.
That's good.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna enjoy throwing lobs to the most on that team?
Oh, man. Probably Anthony Davis. probably be that pick and roll, and you can just throw it anywhere around the rim. He'll just go get it.
I was watching an interview and you referenced Drake's lyric, like that's around the time that your idols become your rivals.
Yeah.
How does that line relate to you?
It's going to relate a lot. So once I get in the NBA, watching guys that I grew up watching, honestly, who've been there in the NBA for a while and stepping on the same court as them, it's going to feel great, but at the same time, you can't have no friends on the court.
Which basketball player, though, is it gonna be like, it'll take you a minute to say, all right, this is my opponent. I can't appreciate them as a basketball player right now. Who's that one player?
Westbrook.
Yeah.
My favorite player. Got a lot of love for him. And once I step in those 4 lines again against him, it's just gonna be a battle.
So what have you taken from his game?
I just like what he do on the floor. He try to do everything he can to help his team win. If it's rebounding the ball, making plays for his teammate, or score the ball. And that's kind of how I try to play. Just do anything I can to help my team win and just try to play an all-around game.
For every guest that I have on the show, we do a Take Me segment, and that's what we're gonna do right now, okay? Take me to your first win in basketball.
My first year at AAU when I played with my dad, I think the most thing I remember about it is when our coaches telling us to keep our hands out when we play defense. So he started this little chant called Airplane. So we'll be playing defense and everybody be screaming it.
Airplane.
Yeah.
Take me to the inspiration for the eyebrow cuts.
Well, my dad had them when he was
Okay.
in school. It did look a little, I guess, cool, and you probably don't see most people with them, and I got the same one.
Do you do them on your own, or you go to the barber and he does it?
My dad's a barber, so
Nice.
He cuts my hair and do the things my eyebrows and all.
All right, take me to playing AAU with Zion Williamson.
We won a lot of games. It wasn't too many losses we had.
So when you guys were playing, did you know the path Zion was going to take?
I knew he would be a special talent. He was a rising freshman. I was in 10th grade. He was playing up with us and was scoring easy against older guys. So I always knew he had it in him.
You have called yourself the point guard. Shouldn't a point guard go first in the NBA draft?
Oh, man. Well, most people, they blowing up the point guard thing, saying I'm arrogant and cocky, but what they don't know is me and my dad and them been saying it since I was playing, and that's just me being humble and confident at the same time. I feel like I am a top player in this draft, but regardless of where I go, first, second, third, I'm gonna still be the same Ja and just try to make an impact on whatever team drafts me.
Step back, Ja, again! He told us all, relax, I'm not done yet.
Ja Morant on the show today, which, by the way, we call you Ja, but your real name is?
Demetrius.
And your middle name is?
Jamil.
And that's where you get Ja.
Yeah, honor to be on.
Oh, well, we're happy to have you on. Thank you.
Man, I quit.
You can't quit. Remember, we don't quit around here. Hello, guys. It is Taylor Rooks. Thank you so much for watching my show, Take It There. But now you have to subscribe. You don't want to miss the next interview and all the fun stuff we're doing on the YouTube channel. So hit that subscribe button. Thanks. See you guys soon.